I performed card cheating techniques in front of 500 casino surveillance experts from all around the world. Let me tell you how I ended up in that situation. So recently I was invited to Las Vegas to perform for the very first time. But not just anywhere, it was for the World Game Protection Conference. This one. Now, in case you have never heard of this conference, it is a fascinating event. Every year, casino executives, surveillance professionals, and game protection specialists from all around the world gather here. Their job is to understand how cheating happens in casinos, and more importantly, how to detect and prevent them. And somehow, they hired me. The journey to Vegas was a long one. We flew from Singapore to Taipei, and then from Taipei to LA, and from there we were supposed to take a short connecting flight to Las Vegas. Except things didn't go according to plan. Well, we missed our connecting flight because of a delay, which meant instead of heading straight to Vegas, we ended up checking into an airport hotel in LA for a few hours. Just enough time to rest, freshen up, and mentally prepare for the show, because the very next day, tech run or rehearsal starts at 9 a.m. The morning of the show, we went straight to the theatre for a full tech run. Lights, stage positions, cameras, sound check, making sure everything was ready. Because this wasn't just any audience. This was a room filled with casino protection professionals. No pressure. The tech run went very well. The crew at the South Point showroom were extremely professional and they knew exactly what needs to be done. So, kudos to them. And then something unexpected happened. As I was backstage preparing myself for the show, I realized there was something wrong with my playing cards. The cards had warped badly. And if you work with playing cards, you understand that this is not an ideal situation. Not especially when I'm about to step on stage and perform difficult sleight of hand card cheating techniques and demonstrations to the casino executives from all around the world, all 500 of them. But hey, I'm a professional, right? Obviously, I brought spare decks that I could use. So I did. I opened the deck, started using them, and within minutes, they started to warp again. What did I do? I opened another deck of cards, and the same thing happened again. The cards almost instantly started to warp. I had no idea why it was happening. Was it because of the humidity, the temperature of my hands that was in the green room, or whatever it is? I had no idea why it happened. And this is the beautiful side of social media, right? You see all the things that are perfect, but no one shows you all these kind of things. In live shows, there are no guarantees, things bound to happen, and some things just don't go according to plan. But hey, the show must go on. So what did I do? I went on stage and started performing with a warped deck of cards. I opened the show with a gambling demonstration, showcasing different card cheating techniques that I've strung together as my own. The kinds of techniques that have historically been used by card cheats in gambling games. Except this time, I was using warped cards. At the beginning, you can tell that the audience were watching very carefully. I mean, remember, these are casino surveillance experts. And I knew I had to slowly win them over. And then during my show, somebody shouted this.
That was the easy part. The difficult part was to actually find the other aces while doing it. So there we go. Thank you very much.
From that moment on, the energy in the room completely changed. The rest of the show became a lot more fun. And in the end, it went extremely well. So much so that they have requested for me to come back again next year. So fingers crossed, if our schedules aligned, I'll be happy to go back to Vegas again. One thing that really surprised me in the conference was how many people in the industry actually watch my videos online. I had several directors of surveillance came up to me and said they had seen my videos explaining card cheating techniques, which was both flattering and slightly terrifying. You know, they were very kind, we took selfies together and all that kind of thing, and you know, now that they have my photo, I asked them if I was going to be put on their casino ban list. Thankfully, they said no, but hey, you never know, right? One of the best parts of this conference was actually me meeting these incredible people in the industry. I had a chance to spend time with Sal Piacente, George Joseph, and Dustin Marks, people who have spent decades studying casino protection and gambling techniques. And they were very generous to share their knowledge, stories, and techniques with me. And they were very, very kind as well to send me the materials that I have published right to my hotel room. So thank you so much. Love to all of you. Beyond the performance, the conference itself was fascinating. There was a full expo floor showcasing technology used by casinos around the world, such as surveillance systems, RFID casino chips, automated card shufflers, table analytics softwares, and so on. I also attended several talks and presentations throughout the conference, listening to experts share their real-world experiences detecting cheating and protecting casino games. It was honestly an incredible learning experience. After the 3-day conference, I had a chance to sit down with the organizers of WGPC, Joe and Willie, over brunch. And I told them I was very grateful for the opportunity to be there. It is because the people who have spoken and performed for this event are masters I studied growing up. Names like Steve Forey, Richard Turner, Jason England, R. Paul Wilson, Darwin Ortiz, just to name a few. These are absolute legends in the world of gambling sleight of hand. Their work shaped how magicians study this craft. And my name just got added to that list. It still doesn't feel real to me. When I first received this email, I remember thinking to myself, this is definitely a scam. Like, there's no way. I remember reading and thinking to myself, this can't be real, right? But it was. It's funny how life works sometimes. Another thing that made this trip really special was to have Angel with me, not just to support me in my show and watch my debut performance in Vegas, but Las Vegas itself. Because 12 years ago, Las Vegas was supposed to be our honeymoon destination, but life took us in a very different direction back then. But somehow, 12 years later, we finally made it to Las Vegas. Sometimes life takes a little longer than planned, but when a moment finally arrives, it means so much more. Since we were already in Vegas, we extended our stay to experience Vegas and watch some incredible magic shows. We watched David Copperfield, Colin Cloud, David Blaine, Piff the Magic Dragon, Shin Lim, and Matt Franco. For a professional magician like myself who has never been to Vegas, Vegas is really the mecca of magic. And what made the experience even better is that after watching the shows, I actually got to interact and speak with some of these magicians. And honestly, this whole experience of watching the shows and telling you how I feel about each show and how I feel about talking to different magicians and all that deserves its own video. So thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for the next one. You guys take care, stay safe, and I'll see you on the next one. What?